Hi, Group B. This is part 2 of SIP's lesson number 2. We are going to start off by reading our story and doing our comprehension questions and our dictation. Okay, everyone turn to your binder. We're on lesson 2. Lesson 2 looks like this. The Helping Dog. Chapter 2, To Ron's Job. Okay. In the first chapter about Ron and his dog, we learned how the dog Lab guides Ron safely. Chapter 2 is about how Ron gets to work. And I'll be asking you these 2 questions at the end of the story. How does Lab help Ron cross a busy street? And how does Ron get to work? So that's what we'll be listening for. All right, we'll read together. Everyone point to the title. Ready, read. The Helping Dog, Chapter 2, To Ron's Job. Ready, read. Lab helps Ron go to his job. They have to cross to the bus stop. If a truck comes, Lab stops fast. He will not let Ron go on. When the truck goes by, then Lab lets Ron go. Ready? Read. They get to the bus stop. When the bus comes, they step up into the bus. Ron sits down at the front. Lab sits next to him. Ready, read. A man on the bus tells Ron when to get off. When they come to Ron's stop, Lab helps Ron step down off the bus. Ready, read. Then they go on to Ron's job. Ron sits down at his desk. He gets the little rug from his pack. He puts it down flat. Lab has a nap on the rug by Ron's desk. Notice when I made a mistake, it didn't sound right, so I stopped and I went back to reread. When something doesn't sound right, you always stop and you reread. Okay, ready? We're going to read the last paragraph. Ready, read. Lab helps Ron go to lunch and then back to his job. At last, Ron can go. Ron checks Lab's straps. Then they go back on the bus. Okay. Let's get ready for our questions. Get your pencil ready so you can underline the text evidence. Evidence is the words that answer our question. Number 1, how does Lab help Ron cross a busy street? Go ahead and pause the video and look for the sentences in the story that answer that question. How does Lab help Ron cross a busy street? Okay. I found it in the first paragraph, starting with the 3rd sentence. It says, if a truck comes, Lab stops fast. He will not let Ron go on. When the truck goes by, then Lab lets Ron go. Go ahead and underline those sentences that answers our question. Remember, you can pause the video at any time. Question 2. How does Ron get to work? Okay, go ahead and look at that story and find the evidence that answers that question. I found it in paragraph 2. Let me show you what a paragraph is. If you notice, the sentences are all lined up here. When there's an indentation, when there's a space, that's the beginning of a paragraph. This is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. There are 1, 2, 3 paragraphs on this page. All right. How does Ron get to work? They get to the bus stop. When the bus comes, they step up into the bus. Does Ron take a car or a bus to work? Yeah, he takes a bus. Good. Go ahead and underline. Okay, let's get ready for our dictation. I shared with you under our Google Classroom 2 different types of dictation forms that your parents can print for you. You can use whichever one you're more comfortable with. I'm going to use this one today. Okay. All right. Remember, when we're doing our dictation, we use all lowercase letters. I'm going to use a pen, but you need to use a pencil so you can erase your mistakes. All right, here we go. Number 1, say flash, sound flash, write flash. Thank you for using all lowercase letters, and let's make sure our letters are sitting on the line, not floating up into space. Spell flash. F-L-A-S-H. Flash. We heard the sh sound at the end of that word. Check your writing. All right, number 2. Number 2, the word is flat. Say flat, sound flat. Write flat. If you need more time at any time, pause the video. Spell flat. F-L-A-T. Check your writing. I noticed that f-ooh sound at the beginning of both these words. F-ooh. Number 3. Say fresh. Sound fresh. F-er-esh. It's a tricky one. Has lots of sounds. Write fresh. Edge of the chair. Shh. There's that shh sound again. Okay. Spell fresh. F-R-E-S-H. Check your writing. Make any corrections. The next word for number 4 is gum. Say gum. Sound gum. Write gum. Spell gum. G-U-M. Check your writing. Notice that G is a descending letter. The belly of the G sits on the line and the rest of the hook descends down. I know this is a tricky letter for a lot of you. Let's practice it. If you're having a hard time with the letter G, go ahead and write it maybe 3 more times. All right. Number 5 and 6 are sight words. These are words that just need to pop into your brain. The first one is no. Say no. Write no. Spell no. N-O. Check your writing. Number 6 is the sight word he. Say he. Write he. Spell he. H-E. All right, number 7 is our sentence. We need to remember a couple of things when we're writing sentences. We always remember at the beginning of a sentence we need a, that's right, we need a capital letter. At the end of our sentence, we need to use punctuation, and we need to make sure we have finger spaces. All right, here is our sentence. You did a flip. Say it with me. You did a flip. There's 4 words in this sentence. The first word is you. Ooh, we need to make a capital U. Y. Yikes, capital Y. Those are tricky. U is a sight word. We can't sound it out. Finger space, the next word is did. Write did. You hear all those sounds in did. Finger space, A. Finger space, the last word is flip. You're going to hear all those sounds in flip. Then we need to remember our punctuation. I'm going to use an exclamation point because I'm going to say it with excitement. You did a flip. Let's check our writing. Here's our tricky word, you. Y-O-U. Okay. Capital Y. You did a flip. Check your writing. If you need to pause at any time to make corrections, go ahead and do that. All right, great job. Go ahead and give yourself a star or a happy face. Great work today. Take care.